One of my favorite photographers, Peter Hurley, took this photo of a person in a rooftop in New York. This photo looks so normal, but there's so many hidden details in this photo that separates his work as a master-class photographer. And that hidden details are called storytelling. We can tell that the person is chilling in the photo, right? He's got a cup, his buttons are unbuttoned in his shirt, and he's chilling in his house, in his apartment. But why did the photographer take him in a rooftop to show that he was chilling? Because he was trying to tell you that the city was also chilling with him. This is New York, and notice the traffic, nothing. And just like the city is chilling, our subject is also chilling. City has high-rises which shows its bigger, better, busier future. Similar to that city, our subject is also looking forward towards his bigger, better, busier future. That's storytelling. In the final scene of the movie The Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort, as Leonardo DiCaprio, comes on stage, white dress, sleek hair, backlit, looking like a god. And everyone wants to be like him. This scene was so small, and nobody noticed because the whole theme of the film was in this scene. He has been fucked up, he has been doing drugs, he's been defrauding people, he's been doing all sorts of bad work, but he's got that skill of making money, and everyone is so greedy that they want to be like him, and that's us who wants to be like him because we want to follow the money makers, even though they're bad. My other favorite photographers, Ines and Vinod, they're a couple, took this photo of a 10-year-old girl, right? No clothes, slight, white hair, very playful, and a pose that only a 10-year-old can do. Then they took a photo of a 20-year-old. A little bit of makeup, she's curious, dry hair, still no clothes, showing she's playful. Then a 30-year-old. Rough, tough life, messy hair, but not messy makeup. That's not messy, that's eyeshadows, it's okay. Showing that they do it that way, so showing that she has sudden plans. Of a 40-year-old, she's still classy and professional, but the photographer asked her to unbutton her suit, just to show that she's seductive, she's still got it, and she's playful. There's always a why in whatever we say our subject to do. You can't tell them to do randomly, you can't tell them to expose a breast and a bra randomly. She's showing something. Then for a 50-year-old, a classy woman who looks confident because she's learned a lot from life. Now these photos are so simple, but what if I tell you these photos are of the same lady? So they made her turn 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and this is only possible because of the art of storytelling through makeup, dress, lighting, and everything. There are many ways one can be a storyteller, we can learn about storytelling, because this is the #1 skill to learn if you want to be in the entertainment industry. You can go to film schools, you can go to TAFE, you can study by yourself, but one very easy way is to read a book. If you want to make movies, read a book. If you want to pick up girls, be confident, read a book. If you want to attract a lady, read a book. If you are sick of the common side movement, types of poses, read a book to learn about more poses. If you want to learn from masterclass celebrity in the world who are great at the field, join up to masterclass.com. There's Gordon Ramsay teaching you how to cook. There's Annie Leibovitz teaching you photography. There's Anna Winter teaching you creativity and leadership. It's a game changer. My name is Sabin Gnawali, and the theme of my session today is how to get into the entertainment industry. So I'm going to focus on photography, filmmaking, and modeling in less than 10 minutes. So I've got very less time. So I'm going to focus on some key skills, maybe 1 or 2 key skills that we need to make a dent in the industry. And one or two few key skills that we have been missing. All right? Let's start from photography. Now, one of the key things that we need as a photographer is we need work, we need clients, right? So I think all of you aspiring photographers out there have your Facebook page for photography. I don't. You have your Instagram account for photography. I do not. It's okay. So we can go beyond social media, we can go beyond Google advertisement, we're going to show you how to find good work. All right? The first thing that you need to do is you need to separate, if you can, your work. So this is the example of my headshot and photography business. It's separate. So people who want to take portraits and headshots, they will only see that I do portraits and headshots and they think, all right, I'm going to be focusing on one thing only, and they will love it. And this is for events and family and couple and stuff like that. So I use Wix to edit. The best platforms to find your clients. First, service seeking is for business. Sign up, start coding, get leads, and do work. The second one is called OneFlare. Okay, we're going to talk beyond social media, guys. So OneFlare, same thing. Sign up, make a profile, start coding, get a job. It's also called the right fit. If you're into fashion photography, if you're into modeling photography, sign up. It's all paid, all right? Because we want that revenue coming in. Sign up and get clients and do your work. There's also called Snapper. It's based on certain areas. Same thing. Sign up and get a job done. You need to remember to upscale your game every time you take a photo or every time you do a job, because at the end, you guys are artists. As a photographer, we should not be daring to press that shutter unless we've got something in mind for that photo in front of our frame, in terms of storytelling, in terms of how far the photo will travel. So always remember to upscale your game through all these platforms here. Okay? Second one, we're going to focus on filmmaking. And as I said earlier, because of time restraints, I'm going to have very few key issues that you need to focus on in order to be a filmmaker and work in the entertainment industry as a professional, make money out of it, or make a living out of it. Okay? Now, these are all credits that we see in the film, from gaffer to location assistant. All of these are crew members. All of these are filmmakers. There's three ways to get these jobs. One, you need connections. Second, you need crew agencies. And third, you need connections. Oh shit. I don't have connections. I don't have a crew agency. I've got a camera. I've got a team. I've got some skills. What do I do? Great. Two things to focus on. You need to make good content and you need to know what to do with your content. And I'm going to give you some practical advice that's coming up, all right? Not any theoretical stuff. In order to make good content, you need to understand something called spec works. Spec is something that you do by yourself. So, for example, if you want to do an ad for Ray-Ban, so you would take a Ray-Ban, out and then you start shooting videos for it. Ray-Ban didn't ask you to make it. You did on your own, and you can show this as an advertisement video for Ray-Ban. If Ray-Ban likes it, we'll buy it, because it is a spec advertisement work. Similarly, you can write a spec script. So the point I'm making is, tomorrow when you go out there and take a video camera out and start shooting videos, do not do something random. That's the biggest mistake. You've done that, you've shot any single day, front, left, right, center. From now onwards, stop it. Have something in your mind that you want to do, that you want to make something out of it. Pressing that record button in your camera is a big freaking deal. Alright? Now, spec is something where you do on your own. So what about when you want to make something, and where do you find it? It's very hard to find jobs for a film set. It's very hard to find jobs on a TV series. Alright? So here's these guys come along. Generator.tv. You can make advertisements, you can pitch advertisements for biggest brands in the world like Qantas, Airbnb, and everything else. Very easy. Sign up, do it. It's also called Star Now. This is for aspiring people in the filmmaking, acting, photography, modeling world. You can find heaps of jobs, roles over there. Sign up, make your profile, and start getting the jobs and start coding as well. There's also called Screen Hub. This is for Australian people who want to work in various film as a crew role. Screen Hub advertises those crew roles, which are never found anywhere else. So sign up and do it. Now let's talk about short films, because a lot of people are short film makers when they are doing filmmaking stuff, right? The biggest mistake that we do with our short film is we put it on YouTube. I'm like, edit YouTube ma rakhne yasto hataर हुन्छ नि. I don't know, I think it's just show off, okay? So when you put your movie on YouTube, you're killing it, a short film. Never, ever, ever do it. You have to send it to film festivals instead. That's how you grow. If you put on YouTube straight away, you're gonna be kicking your career, kicking your outreach, and you're going to be killing your short film because it will not travel. Remember, every single content that you make from tonight onwards, it has to travel. And when it travels, people see it, people notice it. YouTube will not give you that platform, trust me. And when you put it on festivals around the world, and then you can put it on Vimeo, right? This is the best website if you want to be a filmmaker or a videographer. YouTube is great for YouTube contents. Vimeo is for serious stuff. So if you want to level up, Vimeo. Now, the other skill that you, don't worry guys, I'm not going to go through this. This looks very confusing, trust me. The other skill that's needed is you need to be able to write. In film industry, a makeup artist understands storytelling, an editor understands storytelling, a gaffer, a caterer, everyone understands storytelling because they understand writing. Now there are heaps of methods and structures to follow to write good stuff, like The Hero's Journey, like Joseph Campbell's monomyth, right? Robert McKee's story structure. It's very confusing, okay? So how do we write good stuff without following all this complicated stuff? Is there a formula, you say? Yes, I say. Every single movie in the world, if you see, it follows this. This is a story about dash, who wants dash, but can't get it because of dash, so does dash, and dash happens. Every single movie, good video in the world is based on this formula. All right, now I'm not telling you to follow any rules because we're all creative, but you need to understand the basic structure of foundation. If you understand this, if you understand all those dashes properly, you'll be able to create content, good content every single day. Now let's focus on modeling. Yeah, you need an agency to be a model, okay? So we're talking about serious stuff from now on because according to Thriving Soch's principle, we want to level up. We don't want to do the same stuff that we did since yesterday. These are the names of modeling agencies out there in Sydney. Chadwick, IMG, Giant Scoop, Vivian's, London, Steelers, and all of these guys. So how do we get into a modeling industry and get an agent if we want to be a model? You need to have your portfolio done, okay? What are the things that comes in a portfolio? You need to have 10 or 20 photos in there, okay? And what are these photos? The first photo has to be a headshot or a beauty shot. So all of the photos that you'll see, it's done by me, by the way. I don't have a copyright. It's not needed. It makes the photo very ugly if you have a copyright plastered somewhere here, so it's not needed. So you need a headshot or a beauty shot. So this is for all the males as well, okay? So male, this is a beauty shot. Male, you have a headshot. Then you need a full body shot. Then you need a swimsuit shot. No nudity, nothing raunchy, nothing vulgar, you know, simple, classy, sexy. Swimsuit. If you don't want to do swimsuit, it's okay. Have something sexy or seductive in there. You define sexiness in your own way. It's okay. Then you need something of an editorial, something that you look in a magazine cover. All right? Then you need a commercial photo. So a commercial means you're trying to sell something. Either you need to be happy, or you need to be sad, or you need to have your emotions ready here. She's confident because she's selling very good shoes that you can also wear in the sand. Okay? Then you need to have a smiling shot. If you don't have anywhere smiling in your portfolio, you need to have something where you have to smile and show all your teeth because everyone likes smiling. Then you need to have a very strong closing image. And you can do 1 or 2 or 3 of these photos and your portfolio will be ready to submit to agencies. Now what if, you know, my portfolio has not been accepted and, you know, it's a lot of work to do portfolio, but still I want to get more experiences. How do I get modeling gigs? How do I get modeling jobs? There's something called the right.fit. You can sign up straight away, make your profile, and get modeling gigs from tomorrow, if they accept you, obviously. Very easy. Then there's also called Stand Now. You can also get gigs, lots of profiles over there. Then there's also something called modelmayhem.com. If you want to be a model, if you're serious about it, sign up, make a profile, because this is the best platform out there. Now, it is very difficult to get into the entertainment industry, make a living out of it. I work as a filmmaker, I work as a producer, I work as a line producer, I've got a photography business, I've got a videography business, but still Australian industry is very, very small. And in this small industry, there's so many people who are passionate about it, and there are very less people who make it. If I stand on an Australian film set today or tomorrow, I'm shooting something next week, I'll be the youngest ever person and probably the only brown guy in there. It's that tough. Nobody will give you any chance. It's okay. I rarely talk about my achievements and struggles because I hate it. Because rarely anyone will give you that chance. And especially being a migrant, being an immigrant from another country where you have visa restrictions, all of this stuff that I told today, I had that in my mind. So everything that I said, everything that I showed, your visas will not stop you from doing all those stuff. Your other restrictions will not stop you from doing all of this stuff. Okay? And always remember about your dream, about your passion in the back of your head when you're doing some odd jobs. If you're pushing trolleys, if you're flipping burgers, if you're in front of a computer, if you're doing something else, if you're selling something else, remember that you are there temporarily, for a time being, for money reasons, for many other reasons, and you want to be something, and that something has to be there on your back of your head. And before going to bed, you always need to ask yourself, what have I done today that made me closer to my dream? If you do not do that, it's extremely difficult. I used to do that, and it has paid me off. And if you want to know more, if you want to learn more, if you want to get connected, please contact Thriving Soch, because we're trying to create a hub, a platform for all of the creative individuals out there who want to get into the entertainment industry and any other industry, as spoken by our speakers before, so that we can all get connected and help each other out, because we need more Nepalese talents out there to make a dent in the world. My name is Sabin Gnawali. Thank you so much for listening.